Hello class 4, welcome to the English class. Today's topic is simple past tense. My name is Miss Dua and I am your English teacher. Today I will be teaching you about simple past tense. The table of contents that we're going to discuss today, the topics that we're going to study today are past tense verb, then there is identify simple past tense, construct sentences. Okay, first, past tense. We're going to learn about what past tense is. So what is past tense? Past tense indicates that an action is already taken place. Past tense का मतलब ये होता है कोई भी action या कोई भी event जो कि हो चुका है, ठीक है, जो गुजर गया, गुजरा हुआ जमाना, that's past tense. Okay. Now what is past tense verb? Past tense verb क्या है? We all know what verbs are. Verbs are action words. Words that display or show any action that is happening, like sit, stand, walk, run, eat, play. These are all verbs. But what are past tense verbs? The second form of verb is known as past tense verb. Verb की 3 forms होती हैं, उनमें से जो second form है उसको हम past tense verb कहते हैं. They can be regular verbs that simply end with D. Regular verbs हो सकते हैं, regular words होंगे और उनको सिर्फ हम D से end करेंगे तो वो past tense verb बन जाएंगे. जैसे bake becomes baked, dance becomes danced. Okay. But we can also add ed at the end. That will also make them a past tense verb. Like walk becomes walked. Okay. Or they can be irregular and change their spellings to show the past tense. वो irregular भी हो सकते हैं और वो अपनी spellings भी change उनकी हो सकती हैं, लेकिन वो word वही रहेगा but उसकी meaning past tense में होगी. It will be the second form, like sit becomes sat, eat becomes ate, run becomes ran. Okay. Then we are going to now identify what simple past tense is. हमें past tense पता चल गया, हमें past tense के verbs पता चल गया. Now what we're going to discuss is what simple past tense is. So simple past tense is a form of a sentence जो कि past में हुआ है. ऐसा sentence जो हमें ये indicate कर रहा हो कि कोई action या event past में हुआ है. So we're going to read the sentences that are given over here, and in each we're going to discuss if it is a simple past tense sentence or not. So the first one is, I colored all the pictures in the book. Can you find out what the verb is here? Yes, it's colored because we are noticing that it has ed in it. Okay. Then the second one is, she is dancing. She is dancing. Is shows that it is the event and the action is already happening right now. That means it can't be a past tense sentence. So we're not going to consider that as a simple past tense sentence. Then number three is, dad drove me to school yesterday. So dad drove me. Drove becomes drive. Drove becomes drive. Drive is the first tense, first form of verb, and drove becomes the second form of verb. So dad drove me to school yesterday. And since it's the word yesterday is coming, we know that it already happened in the past. Sarah walked to her friend's house. Sarah walked to her friend's house. So that we can also see the ed in the verb, and we know by when we add ed in the verb, we know that it is a past tense verb. So this whole sentence is a simple past tense sentence. Ali borrowed my pencil. Again, we see the ed, so we can now say that it is a simple past tense verb sentence. The train is not on time. Since it has is in it and we cannot see any past tense verbs in here, any second form of verb we cannot see. That's why we're going to say that it is not a simple past tense sentence. Okay, Let's move on to the next slide. Construct sentences. We're going to make sentences, okay? Construct simple past tense sentences. Write down 5 sentences on the sheet of paper given to you. Each group member has to work together to construct the sentences. I've already made your groups, okay? And you're going to work together and write down 5 sentences using simple past tense. Okay, if you need any help, I'm always here for you. So I've already made one sentence for you. As an example, my brother won the race last week. My brother won the race. Won is the second form of verb for win. So now I want you to make 5 sentences. All right, so let's just recall what we all studied in this class. Past tense is something that happened in the past. Okay. Simple past tense indicates any event, is a sentence that shows that an event has been taken place in the past. कोई ऐसी चीज जो past में हुई है, गुजर गई है, वो event गुजर गया है या वो action हो चुका है already. ठीक है? Some examples are that Sarah ate ice cream yesterday. He drove to school. She danced in the school competition. Okay? So we know that there are different forms of verbs, first, second, and third. Second form of verb is used in the simple past tense. Okay, and the verbs can be changed by adding d, ed, or the whole verb can be changed. That is an irregular form of verb. Okay, so we all learned that. Now I have also given you a worksheet. Okay, so if you can see in front of you, the worksheet is going to look something like this. I want you to write down your name, your class, date, today's date, as we're doing the worksheet today, and the subject English. Now you have to underline the simple past tense verbs in the following sentences. I'll read you sentences and you can fill in the worksheet by yourself. Barbara ate the whole cake last night. I saved some money last year. You gave me all the books yesterday. They drank the whole pitcher of fruit punch. The cat jumped on the tree and the bird flew away. We were very happy together. We always cooked together. She arrived in 1978. Emily and Edward met in Paris. They sang a few songs together. Okay, so these are the sentences. You have to underline the past tense verb. There can be more than one verbs in the sentence, so you have to figure out that by yourself. Okay. All right, so that is at the end of our class. I hope to see you all in the next class as well. Goodbye.